What is going on? Everybody in Wisconsin.
What? What'd you say, Adam?
I said happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody in Wisconsin.
Oh, there it is. So much clearer. That was great. It was on our end. I'm sure there's a technical difficulty. Thank you very much for that. Let me start with this. Who do you think, outside of the Rams, is the best team in the NFC?
Outside the Rams, well, first of all, the Rams are the best team.
Yep.
Right. If I'm gonna go outside the Rams right now, I would probably go with the Seattle Seahawks today.
Wow.
Today.
All right.
But
Gabe, does that surprise you a little bit?
I mean, somebody believes in Sam Darnold to win games more than I do.
Well, again, I'm not telling you that they are. Like, you could make a case for the Eagles. You can make a case for the Lions. You can make a case for the Packers. You can make a lot of cases. I just feel like the Seattle defense is ferocious. They play well on the road, and I would just go with Seattle with not any high degree of confidence today.
Adam, could Miles Garrett be the best pass rusher ever in the NFL? I'm talking Reggie White. I'm talking Bruce Smith, Lawrence Taylor. Could he be the best ever? I mean, the year he's having is unbelievable.
I hadn't thought about it like that, Chewy. It's a really interesting question. My immediate reaction is I don't think of him like that, but if he has the sack record, I think you do have to think of him like that. Like, he's 5 sacks away from the record. He could have this record in 2 weeks. He could have it in 2 weeks. He might have it Sunday. I don't think so, but he could have it in a week or two. Okay? So they've played, 11 games? What's the Browns' record? I think they've had, is it 11 or 12? I think they've had 11.
Yeah, they've played 11. They are 3-8.
So he right now has 18 sacks. Let's do the math here on my calculator. So he's got 18 and 11, right? So
yeah, 14 in the last 4, right?
13 in the last 4.
13.
Yeah. So he's on pace to have almost 28 sacks this year.
That's
the single
insane.
sack record is 22 and a half. So he is on pace to exceed that by over 5. Now, there is an extra game to account for.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's averaging 1.6 per game. So let's take it away. He's still on pace to essentially come up with 26, which is still 3.5 more than the single season sack record for the same amount of time. So here's the thing. I think that sometimes when we're watching players in whatever sport, in whatever field, you don't necessarily equate them to an all-time great until you step back, think about it, process it. And I think we probably would need some time to do that. But I think if and when we do, well, he's certainly going to be one of the greatest pass rushers of all time. Certainly. Right? But I'm not ready to say he's better than LT or Reggie White. I grew up in New York, and I grew up watching Lawrence Taylor, and I don't know that I've ever seen a better pass rusher than Lawrence Taylor. Me, personally. Now, maybe that's me being young, informative, and easily impressionable. I don't know. But Lawrence Taylor was a menace coming off the edge. A menace.
Adam Schefter here on Jay, Gabe, and Chewy, brought to you by Tony Wendorf and Associates. Just like the moves made in the pros, Tony Wendorf and Associates, First Weber Group, they help people make their own big moves every day. They're the real estate MVPs of Wisconsin. Adam, for the Packers game tomorrow, you have Dan Campbell, who thinks Jayden Reed's going to play. Matt LaFleur on the Packers side is being coy whether or not Jayden Reed is going to play. But he's only had one, I don't even know if I want to call it a real practice because it was a Friday practice. It wasn't fully padded, even Packers going through thud. How often have you seen a player with a broken collarbone like Jayden Reed be able to come back with minimal practice time?
Well, let me go to a text that I got about this because I was asking when might we see Jayden Reed, and the text I got back was possibly Thanksgiving game. That was last week, possibly. So clearly that was in the conversation. I don't know if he has made it back. We'll find out today because they'd have to activate him by 4:00 today. So I think there's a chance he's going to be activated. I'm not telling you he will or he won't. There's a chance. It's been discussed, and we'll see what they ultimately decide this afternoon.
Adam, do you think the Packers have a good chance of winning this division? they've got a heck of a stretch in front of them. They got the Lions, the Bears. They also have the Ravens ahead of them, which, again, is not a division opponent, but obviously will factor into their win-loss record. And they also have the Broncos still on the schedule, and then one more meeting against the Vikings. You like them to win the division, or you think that might be a little tough at this point?
I haven't looked to see the standings, and I haven't looked to see the records. What are the records? Well, the Bears are in first, right now, right?
Yeah.
Correct, at 8-3.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
the
the Lions.
Packers are right after them because they've got that tie with the Cowboys.
Yeah, Packers are 7-3-1, and then Detroit is in third at 7-4.
I'm gonna take a cop-out answer. I'll be much more comfortable answering that question at 4:15 Eastern
Tomorrow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but Adam, what's your thought on the Bears? Bears have Philly this week. Can they win the division?
They can. Here's the thing on the Bears. It's one of those years, and everybody has one of these years. Not everybody, but there's a team like this every year that like this, right? Like Washington last year, where all of a sudden all the turnovers are going away. See, that's always the big hint. The Bears lead the NFL in takeaways, right? So I'm not trying to take away anything they've done. What they've done is incredibly impressive. They deserve their first place position right now. But when you get that many takeaways, it makes life a lot easier and it makes games a lot more winnable. When you're not getting those turnovers, it's not as easy. And they're getting them this year in droves, thanks to, I guess, the defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen. And I think they can win it. I'd have to sit down. Again, I haven't looked at the schedule to really study it, but on the surface, yes, they can win. Do I think they will? Probably not. But I won't be surprised if they do.
Whether it's HVAC, sheet metal, or welding, Smart 18 members are trained to be the best in the business with top-tier wages, unbeatable benefits, and lifelong career support. It's not just a job, it's a career. Learn more at smart18.org and start building your future today. Adam, I feel like there have been times where you've turned on the TV on Thanksgiving and the games are kind of, okay, I guess we got to... This is what we got to watch. This is what we're going to watch. But the first two games tomorrow, starting with Packers, Lions, and then, you've got two desperate teams in Chiefs, Cowboys after that. When's the last time you remember just having two really big games in terms of playoff positioning happening on Thanksgiving?
We had a slate like this. I don't remember exactly when it was, but I remember this coming up. But I would say this, that the highest rated Thanksgiving Day game ever was the Giants and Cowboys in 2022. And I think it rated 41.6 million. I think with the Chiefs and the Cowboys tomorrow, this will be the highest rated NFL regular season game ever.
Wow.
I believe you're talking about, I don't know whether it's going to be 43 million, 45 million, 48, whatever it is. But I believe that game tomorrow will be the most watched Thanksgiving Day game. Plus, the NFL made a little bit of a schedule tweak, which I kind of like. They pushed back the start time on these Thanksgiving games 30 minutes. So it used to be that it was starting 11:30 Central. Now it's noon. They wanted to get everything more on the NFL regular schedule that occurs during the week because that's what people are used to. And they made that change this year, and I like that change. It allows people time to cook in the morning and play their turkey bowls and sleep in and do whatever. I won't be sleeping. I'll be going to New York City for get up at 5 in the morning, but that's me, and that's how we'll celebrate Thanksgiving. But it gives people an extra half hour to do whatever they need to get done before they put the Packers Lions on at noon Central, 1 Eastern.
Well, Adam, since you mentioned Thanksgiving, we would be remiss if we didn't ask you if you, over the years, play any games on the Thanksgiving holiday, whether it's a card game or a board game or a drinking game. You got games. Micah Parsons says he's so competitive, he hates to lose board games. Got anything like that in the Schefter household?
No, we haven't played a lot of games. I know this, that whenever I do play any sort of game, I get way too competitive. Like, I don't want to lose at Yahtzee. Okay, like that
a game of chance, by the way.
If you're playing it wrong.
If I lose Yahtzee or Goldfish River, I'm pissed off. So, like, that ruins the house. Just easier not to play.
Are you cooking? Are you cooking tomorrow, Adam?
No, we go to we had this incredible run. Thanksgiving in our family has come to mean like bad things. Like we had one year. First of all, there was the pandemic. Then the year after, we had one of my wife's cousins stop over. He wanted to say hello. I mean, it was unbelievable. He comes over like 5:30, says hello. He wanted a couple of things from us, and he leaves. And by 6:30, his father calls. And he goes, "Hey, Matthew went from your house to the doctor, tested positive for COVID. So we just wanted to let you know that you were exposed to him." Oh, thank you. So our Thanksgiving Day celebration the next day got canceled. The next year I had appendicitis. Oh no, I was passing a kidney stone. Then my wife, one year, my wife sugar. It was a stretch of 5 straight years where Thanksgiving was ruined. We had to get a dog to a vet on that. Like, it's been unbelievable. So I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Knock on wood right now, but the holiday is not treated. It has always been, up until the last 5 years, my favorite holiday, and now I just associate it with some sort of bad thing that's going to occur.
Yeah, malady.
Malady. Yes, we've had a lot of maladies.
What is this, unsportsmanlike word of the day?
Not a lot of Yahtzees and a lot of maladies.
Well, maybe we change it up a little this year. Maybe we pull out a board game and it changes your the trajectory of your day, Adam. Listen, we appreciate you hanging out with us. Have a very happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and we'll talk to you again very soon.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody in Wisconsin.
Hey guys, it's Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Thanks for watching our clip. I'm sure it was super informative and educational. I'm just kidding. I love those knuckleheads. And we do it live every Monday through Friday from 7 to 9 a.m. on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get informed anytime we drop new content.